All right, deck tech. We're playing Invasion of Mercadia. Yeah, let's just try it out. I'm actually playing this card because I don't want to play Invasion of Tarkir. It's been compared to Bone Crusher Giant, but so help me, I don't see how it compares favorably at all. I mean, I do get that you can attack it and then maybe you don't have to spend 3 mana, but honestly, the ability to just play Bone Crusher Giant as a 3 mana without ever having to actually even use Stomp, plus the fact that Stomp's an instant, plus that it prevents damage. I don't know. I'm not seeing it, at least not for this archetype. But Invasion of Arcadia does bring some unique advantages, though, that Bone Crusher and Tarkir doesn't. It's proactive. You can draw 2 cards. This card looks kind of like mostly we just get another 3/3. But on the other hand, if we have like a Seasoned Pyromancer, I'm actually wondering this could push a lot of damage. This could actually work well with what we're doing. We'll see. Rest is pretty standard stuff. Yeah, pretty much see my other decks if you want to see the idea, but pretty much the best red removal of all time. Flame Slash, Lightning Bolt, Unholy Heat. Best red creatures, etc., etc. Not playing Stone Brain this time. Maybe I should, but I mean, I gotta have some way to deal with Pro Red, I guess. So, all right, let's go to the game. All right, match 1, and I'll keep. Ow. Let's see. Let's see. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I mean, I would like to have some more threats, but this is a. I mean, I guess eventually we have Bugbear to get going. Oh, we got Zabaz. I'll probably Flame Slash it, just because holding up Unholy Heat seems kind of good. Yeah. We may want to pitch the Shatterskull Fury. We might even want to use it later. So this is not burn, and although it's not a matchup where life total is going to be immediately a decisive factor, it's just still. Let's see, what is this? Hangerback Walker. I want to think a little bit more, but I still think I want to wait and probably Flame Slash it. And if I draw like a Seasoned Pyromancer or Fable, that's going to suck. Because then it's going to make me want to do that. Okay, this is like the perfect thing I could have drawn. Just Spikefield it so they don't get a token. And I'm going to play this. This could be a mistake, but I don't want to take damage, and I might as well. Righty. And I do have the burb kind of chewing on my fingers, but not too distracting. Rockbound Ravager. Let's see. They can sack this and make it a 3/3, I believe. Make sure I'm not misunderstanding. See yeah, I think I'm gonna kill the Zabaz in response. Maybe I shouldn't have, but yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. If I draw like another Bugbear, I want to play it. Ow. It's close, but I think Fable is slightly better. Ow. If I don't draw land. Ow, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, the burb is. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Alright, okay. Alright, burb is getting a little too feisty there. Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. And this is Hardened Scales, so I think Hardened Scales is a winnable matchup, but it is not one of the matchups that we're looking forward to seeing, per se. That being said, we survived the early onslaught, and I do feel vindicated for taking Fable here. They don't necessarily have a pack a lot of removal, so Fable can do a lot of work if this actually flips. And the Shaman token will also do work if it can start doing its thing, which it might not, because that might be a Walking Ballista. They may not necessarily immediately fire off, though, so, I'm going to try to at least attack. Okay, there's the Mercadia thing. kind of want to cast it. Let's yeah, so I did this. Let's see if they block. Blocking seems like the rational thing, but they did not. So here's the thing about Fury. Fury can actually go kind of nuts. So because Fury has the potential to go nuts, I'm gonna just do this instead. And I think using Lightning Bolt that I exile here off the top is a pretty good use. I think. Alright, fair enough, but at least I got a treasure token off of it. So I can hard cast Fury if need be. An argument could be made that I should have just ditched the Invasion of Mercadia, but hey, I put it in the deck. It'd be kind of nice to actually use it. Arcbound Ravager. Oof. This is a little bit of a doozy because let's see here. They can actually, well, hopefully they go all in on the Nexus. Kind of seems like that's what they're doing. Now, something to keep in mind is they can sack. Well, maybe I can actually. Yeah, I don't think they can sack anymore, so maybe the Fury actually gets there. Do they have any actual artifacts? I don't think they can animate this. Okay, if I'm missing something, please forgive me, but I think this is the perfect opportunity to deploy the old Fury Meister. Okay, now the problem is if they got another Arcbound Ravager, that could be a problem. But I think they need another Arcbound Ravager and like a animation module or something to really actually kill me. Okay, and that's that. Alrighty, yeah, this is a matchup we are equipped to handle without requiring a huge amount of luck. I mean, it's not to say I think, yeah, let's put it this way: it's not one of these combo matchups where we don't actually have a good plan. Relic of Progenitus, obviously we don't play a lot of Grave. They don't play a lot of Grave Hate, so yeah, and we do want to bring in Magus because they do play Urza Saga. Okay, so let's think about here what we want to do. Let's think about this. I guess the most logical choice would be to take out Invasion of Mercadia, even though we want to try it out. Because at the end of the day, just all these other cards just are kind of better. Seasoned Pyromancer is just such a staple. We want to max out on our removal. I suppose we could go down to 2 Flame Slash, but I just think, yeah, I mean, we still got 2 of these in the deck. So, yeah, I could play Pyrite Spellbomb, but I'm not expecting like I mean, I guess if they show us that Metalcraft creature, that 2/2 Etch Champion. I guess if they show us an Etch Champion, we might reconsider. I think that's only an affinity card usually. There's no rule that says they can't play it, but I'm not expecting it. So it kind of sucks that we're gonna have to utilize Spikefield Hazard as a land, because that would be the yeah, the ideal would be to use that on one of those mainly Hangerback Walker. Just don't like them getting flyers out of that thing when we kill it, but at the end of the day, we have enough land. So being able to play this as land is coming in handy. Okay. There's the Hangerback Walker. Well, let's see if we keep drawing. We draw like Den of the Bugbear. Maybe we lead off on that, and maybe we get frisky. Okay. Well, I said it. If I lose this, then I lose this. But it's just kind of a little too juicy. Too Spikefield. Yeah, especially with Urza Saga in the mix, I'm gonna have to take my chances, I think. Oh, okay, that was not what I expected. Alright, well, this gives us one more turn to see if we really need to play it as a land or not. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm going to do this. And it's going to suck so much if I draw a Magus. I was so close to deciding to just play out the Spikefield, but I just don't think I'm going to rip Magus off the top. I mean, the odds are kind of against it, and I think we might be able to overpower one Saga. And I want to be equipped to have the maximum number of removal. Well, there, I ripped it, so sorry, folks. That was a blunder on my part. I've kind of played in such a way, though, that now I have to kind of, I think still continue to use the Spikefield. Okay, so this is the plan. We're going to wait until their upkeep. It's a little bit risky, but we kind of want them to make 2 constructs. Yeah, just do this before it becomes a 3. Now, they're probably going to get a welding jar, but maybe that's okay. Maybe an argument could have been made I should have Unholy Heated. Hopefully I rip a land I can actually play off the top, because I don't know why I didn't foresee another Urza Saga. Alright, well, definitely I want to try to do this. Obviously they can try to protect it, which is fine. Maybe I should have used the Unholy Heat while I could. But, you know, it is going to get powered up at some point. Alright, well, at least I can kind of take care of that other Urza Saga at least. But I'm still a little bit concerned about the construct token, which I probably should have Unholy Heated. Maybe it's good that they got Welding Jar, though. In the grand scheme of things, Welding Jar isn't Ozolith. It's not actually, like, it could actually have been a big mistake for them to get Welding Jar, which maybe they only did because of that. Maybe that's wishful thinking, I don't know. And there goes the ability for Spikefield Hazard to even do what I wanted it to do. So if I kill this, this goes down to 3. Is there any way I mean, it doesn't actually. It goes up to 5 because 2 of these things will come out. Is there still a way I can capitalize, though? Maybe there is. What if I Spikefield? I got an idea. What if I Spikefield and cast Fury 1/3? I think that might do it. I am a little bit concerned about this, but here goes nothing. Maybe I shouldn't have pitched that, but I think that's probably the better play. So I want to go 1/3, and then when I Spikefield this, then I think it'll die. So you want? Okay, I hope I'm not missing something here. I really do. Spikefield, not cave. I'm not missing something, am I? Okay, all right, it worked. It worked, folks. All right, maybe that was the plan all along. I didn't necessarily have a grand strategy. Maybe I fumbled myself into the right play here. Ooh, Arky. So this is a little bit concerning here because Maybe I should have Unholy Heated in response. Let's see, sorcery, creature, instant. Alright, well, let's just untap since that obviously doesn't do anything by itself. Maybe I can kill it. No, because this is going to give it +2. Unless I'm missing something. I think it gives it +2. And then if they sacrifice Shadow Spear, they lose the +1/+1. Am I missing something here? That would be going to put enemy +1 to the counter instead. Why would this gain 3? Put a plus sacrifice an artifact. I don't know, man. I hope I'm not missing something again. This deck can be so confusing to play against. I guess it turns out good that assuming this works the way I think it's going to work, this is good that I waited until my turn. Oh, wait a minute, this is just going to... No, this is just going to turn into a 5/5. I don't know, man, maybe I misunderstood. It was my bad. Here, maybe if I... No, I could kill my Magus in response, but can't actually if they just send it back, if they just press OK. I think they're trying to see if they're missing anything. So yeah, I did miss something actually, because this is going to get +2/+2, but it's going to turn into a 5/5. So, however, there was another line where I could have killed my own Magus to enable Delirium, and I think that would have done it, but I don't know. Well, now this line is open. I'm gonna take it. Oh, wait a minute. No, never mind. That's still not gonna work. I wonder why they did that though. They didn't need to. Yeah. Well, I guess I might as well get an attack in since I don't think I'm gonna block. Yeah, I guess that's the only difference is I could have played the Seasoned Pyromancer. I need some way to put a land in my graveyard, and then maybe I can actually deal with that thing. Oh no. Whoa, 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 whoa. Man, this sucks. This sucks because I can't simultaneously... Well, here's the plan, okay? I am going to try to draw another card so I can ditch a land and something else. Ow. It's not perfect, but I mean... It's not perfect, but I like it better than just ditching the Unholy Heat, which is kind of my most clear, you know, way out of this, in theory at least. That being said, I mean, what could I draw next turn that could dissuade this? I don't know. But this is definitely where not having Obosh is a problem, because if we had Obosh, we could just put it into our hand, and then we have a great pitch next turn no matter what. Alright, so we have to hope to draw a land as well here. Yeah, so we have to discard the Seasoned Pyromancer and the land and then hope to draw an untapped land, which is not the most insane possibility. It really isn't, because we have instant sorcery creature land. Let's see here. Alright, I guess that's mission accomplished. Unless I'm missing something, I'm going to go for it right now. The reason being that I want to be able to block with everything if somehow I am missing something. But I think that's instant sorcerer creature land. Yeah, okay, good. Alrighty, so that Nightmare at least has been dealt with for now. Doesn't mean we're out of the woods, but it does mean at least that Nightmare has been dealt with for now. Oh, and just one turn before it would have been all over, so to speak. Okay, land would have been nice to flashback Seasoned Pyro, but I'll take a good Flame Slash any day as well. Zabaz. Shadow Spear. I think I can Flame Slash that. I think that would be better. Well, might as well do this, right? Well, maybe not actually. I'll do it anyway. Or maybe not. Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, I still have enough mana left over. Alright, let's see. What have we got here? Fable, I'll take it. Now let's do this. Welding Jar, that's fine. And I think I need to do this now, forever hold my peace. Now, of course, if they draw a Walking Ballista, but I had to deal with that thing because, okay, Ozolith is pretty nasty. Fable. Continue with the Sigma grind set. Let's go. Alrighty. Oh man, we actually took down Hardened Scales. Yeah, this can be a tricky matchup, but okay. Alright, we got match 2. I don't think I can keep this. It's just too mana screwed. This hand is kind of worse, but maybe it served me right for mulliganing that hand. The difference is this hand has Mishra's Research Desk. I don't know, man. This does not feel good. And I have to ditch, I think, Seasoned Pyromancer, which would be one of my best cards. I just can't go down to 5, I don't think. It's just, I don't know. Take one good mulligan. I think, you know what? I think it was correct, and I kind of get rewarded despite the fact that this hand is just kind of objectively worse than the last one. But I do have more removal. Yeah, anyway, just but I actually think it probably is a good strategy to at least take one good mulligan. All right, well, you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to go for it. Let's try Mercadia time, and then the obvious pitch here would be Research Desk. Let's go. Let's see if this actually resolves. Alrighty. Yeah, and you know, it's kind of card neutral, but if we ever flip this thing, then it actually is, you know, card advantage, which is nice. Alrighty. So probably I will Pearlescent Mountain. Just hope this isn't creativity, especially since I don't have Stone Brain, which is unfortunate because Stone Brain is one of my best tools at defeating creativity. It doesn't look like it's creativity, but you know, we might be able to get there without it, but I don't know. Okie dokie. It almost makes me want to play Field or Run. Teferi, I'm guessing. Okay. They could bounce the Mercadia, but I don't know why they do that. I guess that works too. Good Mercadia again. Why though? I'm gonna do it. They're just leaving themselves a little bit vulnerable to maybe having their basics picked off a bit. I don't know. Oh, this is a Omnath control. Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty, that's cool, I guess. Yeah, this is one of those matchups where we actually literally can't run ourselves out of cards. Maybe we cut them off red. That's probably wishful thinking, but technically they don't have red at the moment. But there's another Teferi, I'm guessing. Okay. Alright, cool. Cool. Bounce the relic, okay. Alrighty. I'm actually kind of tempted to field that, because I might be able to keep them off of their lands. I think I will, actually. And plus, that's I want to do that before I draw my last land, too. So there's also that. I don't think they have main deck engineer explosives. I mean, they could. Oh, this is a Keruga deck. Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned actually because they have kind of unlimited card advantage. Yeah, this is kind of the second coming of the Urion decks. This is not an easy matchup at all. This is actually a very challenging matchup because of the Keruga element here. Thankfully, I don't think Keruga counts invasion, both because it's not 3 and because it's not theirs, technically. Okay. I don't think we actually technically need should we Mishra's research desk or should we invasion? That is the question. I think we want to Mishra's research desk because we want to start popping the relics, I think. Yeah, I think we definitely want another research desk. Alrighty. So I could play the other research desk, but then I'm worried they're gonna play like yeah, let's not do it. Instead, I'm probably gonna just try to crack the relic. If we can somehow shoot down our own invasion, that would be pretty cool. Our goal actually is going to be to deck ourselves before they kill us, because I think that's about as good as we can do it. Well, now I don't want to crack the relic though. Yeah, now I don't want to crack the relic. Maybe I should have, but it's too much. Yeah, I think we do have the wherewithal to take this down actually now. Should I do this? Or should I discard Mercadia? I'm gonna use Mercadia to discard Relic, I think. Oh, it doesn't trigger. Oh, stupid me. I'll never get used to that. Alrighty, well, that sucked. Sucked, especially since the good thing is they can't have Ephemerate because of Keruga. The bad news is they can draw like a gazillion cards if they have another Omnath, which they probably do. Well, they would have probably. Okay. That still sucks though. I totally lost out on the Invasion of Mercadia. Should I field first? I don't get to draw another card. So I think I do this. And then I think I do this. I think that's Delirium. Okay. I think I do this. think I clear their graveyard. Because if whatever they're doing requires cards in the graveyard, we want to clear it first. And we do want to start cracking our relics at some point. Alrighty. Alrighty. Gotta make choices. I'm gonna do it. Might seem like a waste, but at the end of the day, that's effectively like taking them down a card. And maybe I can mop up with Fury later on. Only too bad Fury can't hit the invasion. I almost kind of wish they play Keruga now, before things are too out of control. There could be far worse times for them, so they might want to seriously think about it. It looks like that is what they're doing. Alright, so I can use Fury, hopefully, to take care of that. Should I pop Relic first? I mean, I probably shouldn't, but, you know. I probably shouldn't, but I did. And one of the reasons why I probably shouldn't is because I may want to hold up Flame Slash, but, you know, what can I say? What can I say? I think I want to hold the Spikefield, believe it or not, because I do think they play Risen Reef, and like this is absolutely one of these matchups where we 100% can deck. So for that reason alone, I might actually bring in Kozilek, in addition to being something that in theory I could cast. But the ability to sort of rejuvenate our library could come in handy. Okay, this looks like an Omnath. Maybe it's an Omnath Locus of All, or maybe it's another Fury. Okay, looks like it's a Fury, I think. Alright, I'll see worse. Question is, do we attack Teferi or our battle? I think we attack the Teferi. We go with one of the creatures to the battle. What I think is going to happen is they're probably going to play Leyline Binding. They might play Fire Ice. Worst case scenario, they play Fire Ice. But, you know, I got to go for it. Let's see. I can crack Relic in response if it's Fire Ice. Okay. Ice. Yeah, I'm still cracking Relic in response. Alrighty. So annoying that they can play Fire Ice in a deck that is supposed to limit them from their ability to do that, but that is what it is. There's the Risen Reef we were shaving the Spikefield Hazard for. Unfortunately, if they drop an Omnath, they get card advantage, but it is what it is. Right, well, is it Omnath Locus of All, or is it the other Omnath? They didn't tap their mana right, though. Alrighty. There's Locus of Creation, of course. Oh my god, so annoying. How they do not keep drawing lands is kind of beyond me. This deck is just pure gas. Yeah, good stuff from the opponent. This is yeah, it's a little concerning here, to say the least. Alright, that's the second land, I guess, right? So, bam. What can I say? Yeah, there's another one. Cool stuff. If I draw a red card, I may actually want to pitch. Yeah, I don't know about that, though. And if I can actually flip, if I can flip the Mercadia, though, but I don't think I will, so I'm gonna This is one of those matchups where I do think that I have to kind of use my cards a little sparingly. That's fine. See, that would have prevented me from flipping the Mercadia anyway, and I don't want to lose a card here. I'm just gonna do this just because. This can expose to Leyline Binding, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Maybe I shouldn't have. Probably shouldn't have, but I mean, they did use their Leyline Binding there, and you gotta take risks sometimes, right? They might just bounce the Risen Reef. Okay, they didn't. Good to know, I guess. I guarantee you, though, they have Solitude. It's just something to keep in mind here. Let's do this here. Yeah, we want Research Desk here. We want Unholy Heat the Teferi if possible. Kind of not looking like that's going to happen though. Problem with the Field of Ruins is we ran out of cards to fetch. That's the biggest. That's always a big issue here. I guess we'll just continue on our quest. Fury's not bad. I think Fury's obviously got to be the better choice. We'll do this. Fury does enable us to put something in the graveyard. This gives us a good Unholy Heat target at least. Oh, they gained some life off of it. Okay, good for them. Well, I do want to kill the Solitude, though. That is for sure. And I actually can play Fury and Seasoned Pyromancer, assuming I draw a land, because that's the only thing that enabled me to double spell. Otherwise, I'd have to pitch whatever I draw, which maybe I want to do. Who knows? This is a good target for Fury. They can't be counterspell. They could have Archmage's Charm, but I guess we'll have to see about that one. You know, we may. Hopefully, they did some cards because actually we're getting to the point where we may have to purposefully try to keep our card count. Yeah, well, that is what it is. I'm not going to. I'm going to probably try to pitch the other Seasoned Pyro. Alrighty. Yeah, I really don't like having to pitch a Seasoned Pyromancer. I also don't like kind of making it so that I'm going to deck first, but yeah. Invasion of Mercadia, man, it doesn't help with the whole decking thing. But I feel like I'm kind of priced into this at this point. You never know. Maybe we do somehow pull ahead, but I don't know. It's kind of wishful thinking, I think. Now I'm going to play the Blast Zone. Yep, I'm going to do it. I'm going to play the Blast Zone. These Invasions of Mercadia are just probably never going to be able to be flipped here. their defenses are just way too strong. Well, they are pitching cards, but but they're still exactly one card. No. Well, there's still exactly one card because I'm going to draw the card before them. Or. Okay, so they have actually made it so now we could win on decking, possibly, but that would require us to actually deal with the cards on the battlefield. So, but this does actually enable us to play the invasion, assuming we draw something pitchful. They have 17 cards, actually. They are really putting themselves in Deckville. They're playing out of Fury. I wouldn't necessarily blame them if they did. But my Seasoned Pyromancers do have better blocking ability. Okay, Fable. Fable works too. Okay, another Fable. Alrighty. Last shot on 3 could be an idea here. Let's see here. Yep, so this is a very obvious have to ditch Den of the Bugbear situation. Still, well, I hate this because now I'm not ahead on decking anymore. But what am I supposed to do? Not play the most obvious card to play right here? Shatterskull could be great next turn. Man, Mishra's Research Desk seems like a really kind of dumb card to play, and yet I think I have to. Jeez. And then we have to hope that they somehow still pull ahead on the decking. Yeah, I think this one's got to be the Lightning Bolt. Got to, like, yeah. Yeah, we need that Kozilek so bad. But even rejuvenating wouldn't help us that much. We might not even want the relics. I don't think the relics do jack in this matchup. There's no red and 6. And they probably don't want to go down to 15. Oh, yeah. They want to go exactly 14. Makes sense. See if they have any hard counter spells, but even if they don't, actually. Let's see, there's a Omnath Locus of All. Oh, Elishnorn. Ooh, getting spicy here. Probably need to draw a Flame Slash in addition to the Shattering Spring. Okay, that's cool. Alright. That's not lethal, I don't think. No. Okay. Man, if only I could survive long enough for this to matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Problem is, so what I could do actually is I could Shatterskull. I need to hit the Omnath, I think. I need to hit this thing, I think, or I don't know, is this even really that threatening? I don't even know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can Shatterskull for 2 and Flashback Seasoned Pyromancer, but that's like kind of pathetic. But that's the only way I can actually make something happen. So I guess I'll do it. I mean, I'm not particularly fond. I miscalculated. I could have done one more, but I thought I thought I had 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I I miscounted, and that sucks. And that also means that I think I lose, whereas maybe I wouldn't have if I would have counted correctly, but I probably would have lost next turn. That being said, with Kozilek to refill my library, Pyrite Spellbomb instead of Relic. Yeah, we shall see. I don't think Magus is that good. They can just fire it. Yeah, they put plenty of basics. I think Lightning Bolt's better than Pyrite. All right, let's go. I don't know about Invasion of Mercadia though. I think an extra Pyrite is better. I don't know if I don't even know if they bring pro red. I think Pyrite's better. Yeah, I think Invasion's better. They can't play pro red creatures, at least not the commonly played ones. No, not Relic, please. Pyrite, there we go. Wait. Yeah, actually, why not? I can play 61 cards. Maybe not. Just play 60 cards with Kozilek. 61 cards, though, is an interesting... Oh, you know what? I'll take out a Field of Ruin. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, going down one land. I can think of worse things. I want to maximize the business. Winning on the clock is a real strategic part of your game plan, though. In this matchup, it really is. Okay, dokie. Alright, waiting for them to pick their cards. I'm sure at most we would have just bought another 5 seconds or so, because I'm sure they had another leyline binding or something, and they could have just out with one of my tokens, and they would have won anyway. But it does suck that I miscounted, and that technically they would have had to take another action or something. No, actually, they could have just upticked with, or downticked with the Teferi, I guess. Yeah, right. We're not as far ahead on the clock as you might think, so that's another reason to force them to play it out, is why should we lose on the clock as opposed to them? Okay, since they can't play by definition, Prismatic Ending by definition, we might as well play out the Mishra's Research Desk, although I guess I could have ditched it with the Mercadia now that I think about it. Yeah, maybe that was a mistake. That would have been the most obvious pitch. Yeah, well, I'll pitch Lightning Bolt. I don't think Lightning Bolt is super important. Yeah, I don't know. The problem with Mishra's Research Desk, though, is actually, what if we reveal a Kozilek off of there? Then our plan to reshuffle our library into our graveyard goes up in flames, but I don't know what to do about that. I don't know what to tell you. Alright, well, I mean, clearly here, Fable is the play, right? Alrighty. Let's go. I have a feeling... Yeah, they're going to go, what do you call it, Leyline Binding, probably on the Fable. But they might go on the Mishra's Research Desk. It's a possibility. Or on the Shaman token. That was actually the one I expected the least, but they maybe have another Leyline Binding for the Fable, which I'll respect it. I'll respect it. I wish I could blow up Invasion with the Blast Zone and actually get value, but unfortunately, that's not how it works. Okay. Alright, well, I think I'm going to get rid of the Field of Ruin and the Research Desk. Okay, we got another Field of Ruin. I think we're going to Lightning Bolt and play another Fable. I guess I could have waited to Lightning Bolt, but It was pretty obvious I was gonna bolt that thing anyway. Maybe. The question is, do I discard Shatterskull or not? I guess we'll see. I might, if nothing else, for Delirium. Do I already have Delirium? No, not quite. I have instant, artifact, land, sorcery. Gonna get rid of the Goblin token. Yeah, that's fine. I might just play the Shatterskull though. This is an interesting dilemma. Is how do I go about this? I think I have to discard these. I gotta keep churning through my deck here. I know as crazy as that sounds, I think that's just kind of what I have to do. I want to crack the Field of Ruin so bad, but I just, you know, I'll wait to do that, I think. If I draw a land off of this. Alright, well, so we'll do this here. Yeah, I think Fury is a no-brainer here. Kashum. I'm a little worried, honestly, that they play Elishnorn next turn. I do have the Unholy Heat, but I did have to ditch that. Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. I'm not into Elishnorn. It'd be pretty brutal. Ooh. Ouch, mama. Fury would be a little less brutal. It would still be a little brutal, though, not gonna lie. It's kind of looking more like Fury to me. At least that's what I'm hoping. As between Fury and Elishnorn, I'd much rather see Fury here. Nope, that's Elishnorn. Okay, well, I could still play the Fury, but I might not even want to at this point. So, here's the plan here, okay? Let's do this. Man, Pyrite Spellbomb is a little too good to pass up, but unfortunately I can't kill the Elish this turn. Yeah, I can't, I'd love to play the Fury, but it just doesn't do that much for me in the grand scheme of things. I'd love to kill the Omnath, but that's also... Keruga is gonna basically just end the game for me, though. That sucks. But so is the Elishnorn, so I just have to hope. I just have to hope, man. I don't know what else to say. That Elishnorn, not gonna lie, it's a little brutal. If they play another fetch land, that's pretty brutal, because then they can Keruga me. But, you know, hey, just try to do the best I can. Just try to do the best I can. They got the Kiki combo too, but I got the Kiki combo. Everybody Kiki combo. Okay. Alright, that's cool. I'm probably gonna have to draw into a alright, that's cool. Yeah, actually that is very cool. Yeah, that's a very good reason to go after the tokens. That's a very good reason to go after the tokens earlier on. I really do salute them. That's a good one. All right. Well, maybe we can at least make a blocker out of this. And they did have to pitch something. Let's do this. And we did gain some life for our trouble, so I guess that's better than something. Thankfully, they can't copy their Omnath, because it's legendary, so at least there's that. Ooh, so might as well just absorb some damage, I guess, from Elisnorn. Okay, I would have thought they'd wait until end of turn, but that works too. Yeah, there's just literally no point to blocking the reflection. It's the same exact thing, just 2 less damage. Because it's going to go away at the end of the turn anyway, so you might as well. Okie dokie. So here's the plan. Gotta go boom. We have to go boom. I guess we can go boom with Mishra's Research Desk at this point. Yeah, why not? Boom. Man, I want to go boom with Flame Slash. I guess that'll have to wait till next turn. Man, Shatterskull Smashing, maybe that's where it's at. Yeah, I think it is actually. Can't just let that go to waste. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this makes something happen. Probably have to go after 2 Kikis, but this Omnath is just waiting to Keruga me. Just waiting to Keruga me. But killing 2 reflections though is also a pretty good use of Keruga. Or a pretty good diminution of Keruga, I guess, however you want to call it. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should have just gotten Flame Slash. It's more efficient. This does technically answer both reflections, though, so there is that. And these things do threaten to just outright kill me. Keruga. Oh, I thought for sure that would be Keruga. Okay, cool. That's also cool. Okay. Yeah, taking a casual 8 is not exactly my first choice, but yeah, this is just taunting me at this point, isn't it? I think I kind of made my decision, though. Well, this could backfire spectacularly, but I want to deprive them of some kind of mana. Yeah, that probably was a mistake, because Keruga, you know, whatever. They have reach, so yeah, this is probably a bad idea. So take this. I should have definitely taken the Flame Slash. And there's the Keruga. At least it's a legendary creature. Okay, I guess that's just game because they can just copy the Fury. I should have probably killed both reflections, but Keruga is pretty much going to settle this anyway. That is interesting. Well, I guess they could still just copy the Fury, right? I don't know why they put Keruga to their hand. All right, well, match 3. That last game was freaking frustrating as all heck. Oh yeah. I actually think we could have won, or at least I don't know. I wonder what would have happened if we would have actually correctly put the Flame Slash into our hand. I mean, they could have still just killed it with the Fury. Alrighty. Yeah, might as well. I think this is the best pitch in the blind. It's very hard to get a battle into the graveyard once it's out, unless we flip it and they kill it, which I suppose they could. But yeah, it looks like it's kind of a traditional control type deck, which is cool in my book. I'm pretty sure this is going to get countered, but I mean the upsides are pretty substantial if this actually does land, which it did. So that's a good start. Yep, that's a good start. Alrighty, Mystic 8. Mystic River, as it were. Okay, Teferi Time a Reveler. Alright, well we still get the benefit of the Fable, which is nice. I'm definitely playing that Pyro, I think. I think the most obvious is the Invasion and the Relic. Then I think this is the most obvious move past that. Maybe I should have actually just played the other Fable, but I want to play another hand. Believe it or not, I actually think Unholy Heat is better than Lightning Bolt. I don't know. I think Fury's a little overrated, so I'm actually going to ditch a Fury. Because what I like about Unholy Heat is Unholy Heat can one-shot a big Teferi. And the thing I like about Seasoned Pyromancer is it's threatening to flip the invasion, but I actually have to kill the Teferi first. Very important to remember that. Yeah, very important to remember that. Well, they can't Solitude me. So, here's what I'm going to do. This might seem a little jumping the gun here, but yeah. We know they probably have Supreme Verdict if they counter it, but if they counter it, I may also be able to kill the Teferi, which is always nice. Okay, I'm guessing this is a Archmage Charm. That's fine. Alright, so we're going to kill the Teferi, or at least try to. And go after the invasion. And then we could Lightning Bolt the invasion if... Okay, fine. Not like that problematic, I think. Alrighty. I wonder if they'll let us go after the Seasoned Pyromancer. Probably not, because they probably have a Solitude at this point. Okay, cool. That makes Solitude a little less likely. At least they have to pitch for it. That's I mean that is technically value. You know, it's technically value. So I think I want to take this opportunity to try to go denning. Denning of the Bugbear. I think I'm gonna go. So I'm gonna explain. Okay, I'm actually. It seems like I'm missing out on damage, but the only card I can really think of here is what's it called? Leyline Binding. I think if I go double 1/1s at the Teferi, I don't think they can kill this and mess up my plans to flip the invasion. The Leyline doesn't hit Den of the Bugbear, so I think my master plan works here. Alright. Alright, but of course my master plan is immediately undone by a what do you call it? Supreme Verdict. But if there's no Supreme Verdict, this could just run away with the game. Okay, well, could see that coming kind of from a million miles away. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. That being said, I think I might want to take this opportunity to go for another Bugbear run, another Bugbear blitz, because it's just not every day that we can actually get away with this. And I think I'm going to play this. I mean, yeah, this can get prismatic ending, but oh my god, somehow the burb really wants to play today. Alrighty. This is the price I have to pay so she doesn't make too much noise. I gotta play with her a little bit during the game. Alrighty. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, okay. Oh wow, you're feisty, aren't you? Okay. Ooh. What do we do here? Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we gotta get rid of this Arden Veil. That's what I think. That's what I think. And I'm just gonna do this. If they animate the Hall of the Storm Giants, then are they gonna go for just a raw Solitude? I don't know about this one. Okay, the Wandering Emperor, that's cool, I guess. Yeah, I think let's do this now. I think I'm going to do this now too. Just so they can't really use the mana on anything. Just hopefully they can't. Alrighty. I'm playing the old game where the burb is rushing to try to eat the microphone, and I am kind of holding her a little bit while she's trying to do that. Okay. Yeah, Shatterskull, I think. Big Teferi. All right. Well, I can in theory one-shot that, and as long as they don't draw a counterspell, which they might. But let's see here. Hopefully I draw a land so I can actually use the Shatterskull and okay, it's not a land. And so all right, well, first things first, let's try to one-shot this. We got to do what we got to do. Alrighty. Then next things next. Let's 2, 2. Yeah, let's do this. Alrighty. Celestial Colonnade. So that signals to me that they do not have Solitude. So I might be able to one-shot the Teferi, which is always a good thing. Hmm. Well, let's try to do this with Den of the Bugbear. It's just more free that way. It just really is. We could go 2/2 again if they counterspell this. Okay. Alright, well, that was not exactly what I was expecting, but I can... yeah, let's just do 2/2. I hate this thing. My stupid video software thing blocks my ability to increase the number on this thing. It's so freaking annoying. I have a way around it. There we go. Alright. Okay. Alrighty. Maybe I should have just done 4 all to Teferi, but I do have to respect my life total some for Celestial Colonnade. Oh my god. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Well, it's not Solitude mana. Alrighty. Alright, let's see if we can race him. Alright, well that's off to a good start. I'm going to do this. Just what if I draw another Den or something? Or a Relic, I guess. What is this? Wandering Emperor? Oh, Memory Deluge. Well, they kind of have to use it on their next turn or lose it forever. So, or they could just threaten to try to kill me with the Celestial Colonnade. Okay, well that's another way to protect themselves. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Just look at the ridiculous amount of cards I drew this game. Like, holy moly. I'm actually ahead of, in terms of like how many cards I've sifted through my deck than the control deck. It's pretty insane if you think about it. Pretty insane. Kind of insane whether you think about it or not, actually. But okie dokie. Alright, so got choices here. I think this is my first choice. Put them to the test. What you gonna do? Okay, so I can crash through with the Goblin token, or can they still animate Colonnade? I don't think they can animate Colonnade anymore. Alrighty. Well, we'll play the other one, I guess. They can't spell pierce me because of their own chalice, so there is that. You know what? And I'm gonna offer this because then they can't use Memory Deluge. So I'm pretty sure this is just a free 1 damage. I would take the 1 damage if I were them. Alrighty. Okay. Cancel the interest. It's cool, I guess. Alright, that's fine, but I do still have Den of the Bugbear. Alright, well, that's a good start, but I still kind of like my position, actually, not gonna lie. I might actually discard the Fury. Yeah, I'm gonna discard the Fury. This is not exactly what I was hoping to draw into. That being said, so the Celestial Colonnade obviously just threatens to kind of run amok, so I think I'll just do this, because I might draw another land and then be able to flash back the Seasoned Pyro, which is always nice. I do say so myself. Yeah, Research Desk is nice, but I think this is kind of a little better. Might as well do this while we're at it. Yeah, that for sure is where it's at, I think. So we just have to hope that they don't have like a Shark Typhoon or a Solitude or something. They did see a lot of cards though. Castle Vantress actually is not great, but we can live with it as opposed to like a Shark Typhoon or a Solitude. The reason why we just couldn't attack with the Den is because they have the Social Colony to block, and they're not worried about us finishing it off because of their Chalice. So yeah. So yep. Okay, cool stuff. Return the Fable. That is a little bit gutsy, I think. So let's see, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But then, they only have 4 to activate. But then they could play Solitude. I'm thinking they probably do have Solitude. I'm going to Mishra's Research Desk. This might seem a little counterintuitive, but the plan is to draw land and then play Fable. And this is probably one of the best lands I could have hoped for. I just like making my land drops. This is probably going to eat a Solitude. So there is that. But if I can pitch these and keep my game going, then that's good. Ah, that is much better than eating a Solitude. Already. I would have probably just Castle Vantress if I were them, and then played the Leyline Binding on their turn. But I'm not going to tell them how they should play. I would rather not. Okay. Alright, now we're going to go boom boom. Alright, well, we're going to go boom boom. Hopefully get something going here. Okay, that's cool too. Might as well play the Spikefield since I'm not gonna cast it anytime soon. They're like running out of time here though. They have got to start playing a little faster. Yeah, they're going for the Colonnade. And I guess they can also Colonnade block. So that is something to keep in mind. But we might be able to still race it. We'll see. I think I'm gonna tank one more hit. Righty. like we tear through our deck though a little too fast almost. Okay. Righty. I don't think they can attack with Colonnade and also block, even with the +2, but maybe I'm missing something. Okay. Alright. Well, I don't exactly have high hopes for this, but I mean and I actually have a fallback too, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, I think this is just GG though, isn't it? Like, isn't this just GG? I mean, what am I missing here? Like, should I do this here? I mean, I guess this technically, yeah, yeah, okay, all right, yeah, oof, definitely Magus, definitely. Normally Relic would be pretty good, but the issue is that it's both a 1-drop and there's not that many graveyard cards they play. So I think just replacing Relic with Magus makes a lot of sense. Replacing Flame Slash with Pyrite Spellbomb makes a lot of sense. Thinking, how much do I really care about Chalice? I kind of care about it. I kind of care about it. Yeah, you know what? Let's put it against Shenanigans because here's the thing about so believe it or not, I'm gonna take out Lightning Bolt. I like the ability of Unholy Heat to one-shot. So the thing about Shenanigans is that I can totally just pitch it with all my various cards, and yeah. So yeah. So I kind of want to play Mishra's Research Desk next turn, so it goes under Chalice, but I also kind of don't because I don't want it to get prismatic endings. I think at the end of the day, the efficiency concern is gonna, because this is both more efficient if they don't have prismatic ending and better if they have Chalice. So I think this is gonna weigh in favor of, yeah. I do think so. Yep. So I think I do this. Now the question is, am I gonna go Seasoned Pyromancer next turn, or am I gonna go Magus? That is the question. That is the mega $6 million question. Okay, that makes me think I'm definitely gonna go Seasoned Pyromancer because even if I Pyrite Spellbomb here, they still just yeah. Yeah, let's do this. Hopefully, yeah, Blast Zone. Shenanigans is not ripe yet. Go Seasoned Pyromancer. Go Seasoned Pyromancer. Get rid of Pyrite Spellbomb and Shenanigans. And now I got Shenanigans available to me pretty much for the rest of the game, unless they have some kind of graveyard removal, or unless they force of negation it when I actually try to use it. But that's the cool thing about Shenanigans is now it has value even, and that's an interesting play from them because yeah, that is an interesting play. Okay, what is this now? Okay, Prismatic Ending. I would think they Prismatic Ending the Pyrite Spellbomb. That is interesting, you know? I'm not gonna lie. Um, so I'm gonna go for the Magus just because they don't have like a okay, yeah, and I have a very good Pyrite Spellbomb plan also. I guess I could have Lightning Bolted, but I like that. Probably Lightning Bolt is probably, I mean, probably Pirates, but I got Shenanigans though in case they have Chalice. They could always Chalice on 2, but I don't really have that many cards that are 2. Only really Mercadia. So hopefully this forces a Solitude out of their hand, because that's sort of pseudo card advantage. Yeah, I'll take it, because at the end of the day, that is still not getting full value to Solitude, and they really need as much value as they can get in this matchup. They really do. Okay, well, I think I have to take the opportunity to Seasoned Pyromancer where I can. I just really do. And I think Unholy Heat's better than Fury, and I like Spikefield Hazard too. Well, let's go for Mercadia. I definitely want to discard the research desk. Yeah. I rip through so much of my deck now. Invasion of Mercadia is an interesting card. I almost kind of wonder though if whatever it's called, that Urza card, a something reunion, bitter reunion or something. Okay, so we all know that they have a Solitude ready to go. Like we know these things, don't we? That being said, I think we can flip this, because they're going to Solitude the Den of the Bugbear. Yeah, let's go for this. Maybe that was a little overkill, but we know they have Solitude, but we've got the Unholy Heat. Yeah. Okay. Cool. We actually get to flip it. Now, unfortunately, my prize is most likely going to be just a Supreme Verdict, but then maybe I can double Seasoned Pyromancer. Always nice. And if I don't, this is actually a pretty scary card once it flips. It actually kind of is. Oh, look at this. So, what does this mean here? To be honest, I don't know what this means. This is kind of uncharted territory here. Yeah, I don't know what to make of this. I do think it would be a mistake not to try to take advantage of it, though, right? Yeah, I guess I'll discard the Seasoned Pyromancer. Probably another Solitude, but it does trade, though. I mean, it would have to trade, I think. Yeah, that's fine. And I'm going to kill the Karen, whatever. It's interesting. Okay. The dreamers and I. So next turn, I can play Seasoned Pyromancer and activate the Kyren. I mean, is this Kyren or Karen? I mean, you don't want to unleash the wrath of Karen, if you know what I mean. Okay, Supreme Verdict. Yeah, you can't say I didn't see it coming, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I think I'm Bugbearing it. Got to take the opportunity to get these in when I can. It's just very, I mean, just having a little annoying 1/1 is pretty good, I think. Because if they just counter the Seasoned Pyromancer, then that turn didn't amount to much. But that was a pretty good turn, I think. Okay. Okay. Well, let's see what their response is to this. I would counter it if I were them. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, let's see what their response is to this then. I would also counter this if they can. Maybe they can't. Okay. Alrighty. La 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 la. Oof. Alrighty. Well, I'm going for it because I mean, if it's Solitude, like, you know, it's not even the worst. I got 2 Unholy Heats. Live without it. Okay. Like that does look like a Solitude, and that is fine by me. Fine by me. They always have their Solitudes, but I always have my answers, though. Bam. Wham bam moneygram that is. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Well, I just can't resist, even though Unholy Heat's a pretty good card to have in the bin. Ow. Ow. Oh. 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 Okay, sorry, just, oh my god, sometimes my little baby burb just, sometimes bites a lot. Okay, there she goes. Alrighty. Alright, well, I think that was a pretty productive turn. And a good use of the invasion, because, well, I think Lightning Bolt is pretty gas, if I do say so myself. Yeah. I mean, you know, classic control isn't, yeah, it's just the Keruga deck. Ooh, that's a little bit. Alrighty. This we have to mulligan in match 3, of course. Or actually match 4, I guess. Yeah, I guess match 4. Okie dokie. This is a goblin. Karen is a goblin. Interesting. Karen. Okay, not Karen. Karen. Yeah, let's keep. I think, believe it or not, I don't know if we need 2 invasions. Yeah, I don't know if we need 2 invasions. A lot of times I kind of default to getting rid of the duplicates. Ready. Now, this can either mean Simic Merfolk or, yeah, what's it called? Living End. So, Living End is a beatable matchup, but it is also a losable matchup. And them being on the play, going this hard, but missing their land drop though. So something to keep in mind. So here's what we want to do. We really want to ditch the Fury. Ideally, we don't want this to be Force of Negation, because we want to ditch this Fury pretty bad. But, you know. If not, we have next turn where we can try to ditch with Seasoned Pyromancer. So either way, may not necessarily be the end of the world. We may actually want to ditch the Seasoned Pyromancer, but Seasoned Pyromancer itself is such a good. I think they're thinking hard. Yeah, I can. I'm not going to just pitch the Fury yet, though, because we might be able to get the Fury in the graveyard with Seasoned Pyromancer, and that's always better than just casting it out if we can avoid it. Let's see here. Okay, this is pretty good if we can resolve the Seasoned Pyromancer, and the only way we don't is if they have like Subtlety, which would kind of suck because that could be a lot more power and toughness. But this puts us in a situation where I guess the Nightmare is, of course, if they play that card. Okay, by that card I meant the the Waker of Waves, and then they put like another Curator Mysteries in the graveyard or something. But I think if they living end, we Fury the Curator, we can deal with the other stuff. Okay, well they are kind of, yeah. Okay, so this is what I think we have. No, it's because then they can just yeah. Let's do this. Let's do this. Hopefully we draw a relic. That'd be pretty gnarly. Yeah, we can't win them all, but that being said, I think this is a pretty no-brainer. Hopefully they don't, you know what, I should have done this first, because if they play Subtlety, then, okay, Waker Waves, it's pretty powerful. Okay. You know what, actually, what we're going to do this. I think we can deal with the hit to our clock, because that's just going to make our post living end situation just so much more tenable. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Oh, Sunshine the baby. Okay. Okie dokie. Alright, I think Mishra's Research Desk is probably the play. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Oh man, they're really going hard. We really need that other relic. Hope they don't have another Force Negation. We really do. Ooh. Yes. Okay. Alright, let's go. Man, I don't know what to make of this. It's clearly not my first choice of cards. Flame Slash could be super important in the post whatever world you want to call it. I guess it has to be Fable, doesn't it? Alrighty. Yeah, double Waker Waves is pretty gnarly though. It's pretty gnarly, but thankfully we still might be able to squeeze out. Oh, doing something. Oh my god. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. My Burb's never-ending quest to eat my my headphones. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. I guess we're gonna do this here. Let's do this. See what becomes. This might prompt them to make a move. They don't want me to ditch another card. Oh, okay, or that. That is interesting. I'm gonna just play this out, and here's my reasoning, okay? My reasoning is that I'm not gonna get value from that with the Seasoned Pyromancers. Okay. So this may not necessarily be as completely over as it might seem. I actually think what we need to do, man, going after just one Waker of Waves is pretty nasty. Oh yeah, yeah. Waker Waves is a very scary card here. Alrighty. Hmm. Okay. Man, I did not want to discard the relic, but it is what it is. I mean, this is like not necessarily like a clear cut. They are for sure going to be able to dominate on this board state. It just isn't. They may even want to consider living ending again. That wouldn't be like the worst idea in the world. Yeah, so this I think is a pretty easy block here, and block here, I think. Well, maybe we want to hedge a little bit with the Seasoned Pyromancer. Yeah. I mean, why not, right? You know what? Let's actually hedge a little bit with the Seasoned Pyromancer. Like, what's the downside? These cards aren't really dealing any damage anytime soon anyway. Okay. Okay, so what is the play here? I can deal 4 damage, which is cool, but it's not exactly what I was hoping for. Let's do this, shall we? Let's see. Hoo 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 hoo. Mm, let's see. Okay, that's pretty much what I was hoping for. All right. Well, they might have the what do you call it, but still, I have to try to make my move here. I just really do. Okay, I just really do. Okay, definitely don't attack with these. They could have a trick up their sleeve, but I mean, this was kind of the obvious play, wasn't it? This pretty much was, I think. Alrighty. If they double petty theft me, then I think I'm just dead. Yeah. So there's that. That's another. That's one thing for sure. Okay, that's cool. That is cool. That is cool. That is cool. That is cool. Alrighty. Well, this is the most obvious block of all time, I think. Seasoned Pyromancers give me some possible staying power, but another living end does cause some concerns. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Okay. Righty. Ow. Okay, that's not exactly what oh man. It's not exactly what I was expecting. Okay. Okay. Ay 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 ay. Ooh, ah. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Well. I mean, like I gotta go for it, man. I gotta, man. I gotta. Don't I? I gotta. That has gotta deal 6 damage. Okay, good. Man, I just gotta, man. I just gotta. I mean, what else, man? What else am I supposed to do here? Bam. That was so incredibly lucky I drew that. This is still by far not a guaranteed anything, but there is, a possibility set up here to make something happen, and that is something I will have to take. I definitely do not want to take that though. Okay. I wonder if I should. I mean, I guess I do, right? I guess I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ow. I'm still kind of a sitting duck to another living end, though, this way, unfortunately. But still, I mean, it's better than just losing that thing, I think. What if I had to flashback a Seasoned Pyromancer? So, like... Plus, if I draw a Lightning Bolt off the top, that could just be a win. So I have to, like, turn off the auto yields. Because I can cycle through a few... I can cycle twice with the Seasoned Pyromancers. So they should probably go for Violent Outburst if they have it in their hand. Doesn't look like they do. Always nice. I actually might block. I might block if they attack, because if they attack, they're signaling living ends super hard. Yeah, they're signaling living ends super hard here. I gotta do it, man. Yep, I gotta do it. I'm a little surprised. Oh yeah, because I guess it was 3. Yeah, because they took the Wicker Waves went down. I'm a little surprised, I'm not gonna lie. So, what's the plan here? I think I want to force it. I want to force the living end right now. I really do. If they got it. Which they might not, but they might. Okay. Alright, there it is. Turn off auto yields. So they still have Waker of Waves. I wonder, can I take down a Waker of Waves now? I can go double. I still don't think it's worthwhile to go. Okay. Oh yeah, I guess they do have some control over the top of my library, but I'll draw 4 cards so they can only manipulate. But yeah, if there's a bolt in the top 4 cards, that's not going to change it. Oh my god! Oh, sorry, my bird is so nippy somehow. Alrighty. Okay, first shot at getting the bolt here. Okay, well I guess second shot at getting the bolt. Should I have played Spikefield? I don't know. Alright. Okay. Oh, I guess I already yeah. Yeah, I guess I just play this, right? I mean, what's the downside? Alrighty. And I guess I hit the subtlety. I think if they living end again, I might be in a little bit of trouble, but I might still be able to overcome. There's an argument to be made that I shouldn't have played the Fury and I should have just held up the Relic activation. But if they attack first, then I do give myself the opportunity to get some value out of the next Living End cycle. Okay, well that also is good. So they can't do anything at instant speed, so I guess I'll just do this here. So I gotta draw a card, man. I gotta draw a card. That's a good one. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll just wait. There's no real reason, I think, to rush this. Alrighty. Okay. I guess I can only put 2 here, which is fine by me. I don't think I want to use Shatterskull Smashing yet because, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I guess it works. I guess I can go. Nine is 8 is I can't split 9 evenly, I guess, right? But it deals double. It deals twice X damage. 7. 7 and 7 makes 14. Can I split it like this? Maybe I can. For science. Oh, I can. That's pretty sweet if you ask me. Yeah, but, you know, can't have nice things. The Blast Zone will get there eventually anyway, so no worry. No worry. I'm not too worried. What craziness though with Living End. We do have a surprising amount of game against Living End, even when we don't see our Graveyard Hate, and it's primarily because of Fury. It's primarily just, you know, Fury just has quite a good ability to equalize somewhat. Alright, I'd just wipe the board if I were them. Or not. Maybe they're out of Living Ends. Yeah, I guess they're out of Living Ends because I think they had to reveal the Living End and choose not to cast it. Yeah, I'm doing this. Seems pretty obvious to me. So let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I could play the Fable, but I'd rather just juice the Blast Zone all the way up to 7. Don't mind if I do, don't mind if I do, don't mind if I do, yeah. So 4, 5, 6, and 7, if my calculation is correct, which I believe it is. Now they could play Bosage, which they did not, but I will take. I think that's Chi, isn't it? So 7 mana, yeah, 7 mana. So yeah, I think by being able to deal with the Waker of Waves, I think we've got this under control. Famous last words. Alrighty, yeah, let's go. I do not have anything that costs 7 on my end. Alrighty, man, that's what a crazy game against Living End that was. Holy moly! Now we don't have Stonebrain, which this would be a very good use. But with all of these discard outlets, Fury, Graveyard Hate, and what did I just bring in? Magus of the Moon. Can't ever discount that. We may actually still have. We may still have a plan. We still might be the proverbial man with a plan. I'm kind of torn between Flame Slash and Lightning Bolt. In my experience, though, I find that Flame Slash being able to deal with those being able to deal with those Sphinxes, Curator of Mysteries or whatever, it does overall mitigate a little better. We got to keep the invasions, we got to keep the fables, we got to keep the Seasoned Pyromancers. Being able to dump the Kozilek doesn't do anything because it just gets shuffled in, but being able to dump like mainly Fury, but secondarily Seasoned Pyromancer into the graveyard, sometimes Magus, it's very valuable. And yeah, the reason why we're keeping Unholy Heat, not Lightning Bolt, is that Unholy Heat can one shot sometimes you know, the curators and stuff, and it also is kind of better at teaming up with another burn spell to take down Awaker of Waves. As we saw, like we probably would have just lost if we did not top deck that that Unholy Heat. And Unholy Heat, once again, kind of an unsung hero in many ways of my recent quest to find the best possible, you know, what do you call it? The best possible core cards. And I don't know why it took me so long to figure out that Unholy Heat is a very good core card indeed, but it is. It is very good. Yeah, I can't guarantee you that Invasion of Mercadia really is the best we can do in this slot, but I can guarantee you that that battle is a fun concept. I can guarantee that, and it's not bad. It definitely fits a lot better than most other 2-drops that I think I could play in this spot, including Invasion of Tarkir, because I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just thinking about it the wrong way, but for me, Invasion of Tarkir, it just seems worse than Bone Crusher Giant, ultimately, at the end of the day. Not strictly worse, but mostly worse. I can't keep this hand. It's tempting, but yeah, see, this hand has Fury. This hand is much more liable to actually get things done. The only problem with this decision, but I have to maximize my lands, and I have to play Mishra's Research Desk because I have to be able to get lands. Now, I would have played Spikefield Hazard, but the thing is, I got to play this out now. Now, while this, yes, does mean I can't cash this in for value if they play Foundation Breaker, what I find is that this still slows them down a lot, even if they just immediately Foundation Break it. Which I expect, okay. But the thing is like the more we give them the opportunity to just cycle through, they find their Force of Negations. So, you know, all right. Well, yeah, unfortunately, I think we're going to wait next turn to get our Mishra's Research Desk game going. So, already, I suppose I could have pitched a Fury, but I think as long as we got the Relic, we can slow this down a little more to our liking. Yeah, well, one Relic, I mean, one Architects is not too threatening. Not too threatening. Okay. Should they just go for it? Okay. If I draw an untapped land, so I got a scary proposition for you all. But hear me out. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for Magus, because Magus could just lock the game out if it resolves. If they do play Subtlety, which is the main thing I'm worried about, then I'll pitch the Fury, and hopefully that will be able to contain whatever monstrosities might come pouring out. Okay, what is that? But they could also just slam Basic Forest, so that's another danger here to tapping out. But I think it's worth it, though. That's a little scary, not going to lie. That's a lot of creatures. It's more creatures than I was expecting when I decided to make this play. 3 green. What's I doing with 3 green? Oh, Endurance. Okay. Kind of a good sign. It's kind of a good sign, I think. Yeah. Should I play Fury? You know, I think I gotta hedge my bets, because if they just untap, and plus I gotta get the Endurance off the table sooner or later, right? Because if they untap, drop a Basic Forest, and then play Valen Outburst, then I'm so screwed. I guess I kind of still am screwed. Not really, because then the Fury comes back. So yeah, I think that was well worth it. Part of me wants to play Seasoned Pyromancer, but I don't think I need to risk it this time. I think I'm just gonna playing Research Desk, I think I'm going to immediately pop it. And because I feel like when you're in this kind of situation, you don't want to tempt fate. I feel like if I land this other Magus though, it's GG though. So I will tempt fate a little bit in regards to maybe that's wrong thinking because the basic forest still does work for them, but when it rains, it pours, right? So this plays around like a random dismember or something, but dropping a basic forest is still a problem, but it might not be that big of a problem because they just ultimately can't cycle that much with red. You know, interestingly enough, they could mitigate this a little bit by playing more red cyclers, because then if they just randomly draw their green, you know, whatever you call it, then yeah, then there would be that. So, what to say? Okay. Should I drop the Seasoned Pyromancer? Yeah, let's do it. Let's just get this over with. This is kind of reckless. I don't know why I'm doing this, but let's get this game over with. All right. I guess I'll put this on the bottom. So they are still playing into rip a basic forest off the top of the Violent Outburst. But just getting a subtlety, but it's the main scary thing is they get the grief and they also get and they also unlock their mana again. So that is something to consider, but it doesn't look like that's happening though. Doesn't look like that is happening. I do think I want to play Seasoned Pyromancer though. Pitching Fury is also a good call. And if I draw a land, then I think I'm in really good shape. Okay, good. I guess I should have played Spikefield just if I could play like a 5-mana card. But I think this is pretty much a lock. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's cool. Okie dokie, match 5, and let's see if we can finish on a strong 4-1. You know, would be nice if we could have gotten the 5-0, but it is what it is. I think we actually might have been able to beat Keruga, but it's always challenging. Ironically, Stonebrain might actually help against Keruga because if we take out their Furies, I guess they're Omnaths. Like at the end of the day, if we take out their Omnaths, like the rest of their deck does not necessarily overwhelm us with advantage like Omnath quite does. Omnath has a unique ability to overwhelm with card advantage, mana advantage, life advantage. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. All right, well, we gotta set ourselves up to actually cast our red spell, so pretty easy choice here to play out the Spikefield. And this was obviously a keep as well. Sacred Foundry. Let's go. Okay, what are we up against? What is this? I don't know what this is, but whatever this is, I actually feel fairly confident in discarding a Blast Zone. I don't think we need this many Blast Zones. Let's see. Another card that I've really been eyeballing is Mana Tithe. This must be a Land Destruction deck. What's it called? Scrapbook Mutt. Just being colorless, being also having this loot ability, not having to actually you know, hit it in order to be able to oh no. This is maybe this is creativity. No, it's still Land Destruction. I'd much rather Land Destruction than creativity. That being said, it's kind of sucked that the Mana Tithe sort of took the wind out of our sails a little bit here. The Blast Zones are better than no lands at least, but they're kind of taking us off the red mana, if you know what I mean. But we got more red mana where that came from for now at least, so at least there's that. I could play Field of Ruin next turn, and I think we pretty much guarantee ourselves a red mana because if they try to hit the Field of Ruin, we can okay, cool. I don't think I'm going to expose the Field of Ruin. I think I'm going to just play the Fable. I mean, if they got Mana Tithe, they got Mana Tithe. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Okay. Alrighty. They have this like this Theros like 6/1 protection from like all kinds of nonsense. I think, if I remember that correctly. It'll be a big problem for us because if they roll anything but 3, and honestly we don't even have that much on 3, so it pretty much just has protection for our entire deck. Okay, Prismatic Ending. Oh, there it might be. Oh no, okay. Alright, well we still have the Field of Ruin as I explained, so there's that. Let's get rid of both of these. We're definitely going to try to maximize our lands, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm going to play this. Sometimes they play Goblin Dark Dweller, so we definitely want to have access to the Relic. I might just crack it in a turn. We'll see. I might just crack. I really want to draw into another red source and hopefully play Seasoned Pyromancer. I think that's a Prismatic Ending. Okay. So it might be a little reckless, but I'm gonna do it. Yeah, there we go. All right. I'm going for it. We also play around. Let's play around Mana Tithe this way. I'm gonna do both of these because I do want my land. Maybe we can play Invasion of Mercadia and even flip it next turn. We'll see. What is this? Stone Rain? Okay, cool. Well, this might be a little bit greedy here, but we're going to try to take him off the Blood Crypt. And we're going to Invasion of Mercadia. I do think we're getting to the point where we probably want to discard the Blast Zone, which is always a good sign. And maybe we can flip it right now. Maybe this Invasion of Mercadia is pretty good. It's kind of like not bad even when you don't flip it. And when you flip it, it's kind of good actually. This is kind of good. This card is like better than it looks. Your first impression is it just dies to Bolt, but like if they don't have Bolt, this kind of just wins. Well, and see what I mean? They had to do something, you know. They really did. Okay. Ready. All right, let's get our Fable game going. Let's get our Mishra Research Desk game going. And I think we weathered the Land Destruction Storm here. This is always good. That's Bolt and Response. I don't necessarily care that much if they take Unholy Heat. Alrighty. Alright, so hey, maybe we're what if we go 8-0 or 8-2, I mean. 8-2 in total games. It is what it is. There is some consideration to playing Magus, but I also just kind of like having all these cantrips. Flame Slash was very speculative as to whether this ever would have done anything, so I think at the very least I'm bringing in Spellbomb. I don't know if they're going to bring in Chalice. I guess we'll cross that road when we get to it. I saw 0 artifacts this game, so I just don't know if I really. They could bring in they could go full prison. They could bring in like both moon effects and Ensnaring Bridge, in which case I can't rely on my Blast Zone to deal with Ensnaring Bridge. But I mean, it's just kind of, I don't know. Even if they have, yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. If they have Ensnaring, they have to have both moon and Ensnaring Bridge for me to feel like I need to reach for Artifact Hate, because I feel like I have enough like, draw and discard to be able to. I mean, most of the time I'm probably going to just be discarding cards like Unholy Heat, which I have to mulligan the Sand because it's just, yeah. If they, I mean, whether they have Chalice or not, like just a whole bunch of these 1-drops, I'm gonna have to just cycle anyway because I don't see them having that many creatures. Okay. I'm gonna need 2 relics. That could be totally. No, you know what? I'm gonna do this because I feel like the most likely way I lose this matchup is that they totally get their mana destruction game going. So I want to play like Relic and whatnot, and just keep drawing cards until eventually I draw into all the rest of my lands. And I wanted to lead on Relic because if they play Prismatic Ending, then I don't want them to take the Mr. Feaster's Desk, which is more late game value. Okay. All right, this is not bad. Well, I think I'm gonna play this for the same reason as before, and then if I can actually land a Seasoned Pyromancer, but of course they could mana tithe it, but I do want to keep that option open. Hopefully they don't play I forget what I call it. Stone Rain. No, hopefully Engineer Explosives is what I was worried about. Yeah. Alright, we're just gonna do this, and I think we're gonna lead on cycling the relics. That is the card I was worried about. Man, that's because that card's gonna keep hitting me again and again. So can't draw another freaking card, man. Maybe let's just go to the next game. God, this sucks. Actually, the Fable might have done it if they didn't have like a discard spell, but protection from those mana values thing is something hard to get around. Like, this is one of the reasons I Pyrite Spellbomb is protection from red, but this is like a totally different kind of protection thing. You know what? This is making me think though. Maybe Unholy Heat just does literal nothing. That might be their only creature. So I'll play Magus because I mean, yeah, I'll just play Magus. Maybe that locks them out of the mana they need to cast it. I don't know. You know, I don't know. It seems better than Unholy Heat. Okay. Let's see here. Alrighty. Let's play out Relic, etc., etc. Alrighty. Maybe I should have played out Shatterskull because I totally forgot that they have that they have discard. Alrighty. Okay. Let's see, do we Field a Ruin? No, we definitely play Seasoned Pyromancer. I can use Blaststone actually. I should have. Wish I had more tokens, but you know, that's what it is. That's fine. Okay, so there's this card, but this time we may have a plan. Other than 4. Yeah, I don't know. That might not actually be much of a plan. Maybe we can actually race it though. I'm gonna try to find a Magus. Oh, nope. Well, protection from everything but 4. Man, actually, Blaststone is not the most ideal way to try to race this thing, unfortunately. Alrighty. That looks like okay, that's actually not as bad. If we actually dodge some land destruction next turn, we might actually be able to kill this thing. Going for Den of the Bugbear, I don't think we race it. I just don't think we race it. I really don't. Alright, well, I mean, this is pretty much just comes down to do they have land destruction or not, because this is kind of hard for us to deal with. It's supposed to be like Achilles. But 4 is like, it's kind of hard to deal with. I don't have any 4-drop cards. Not every deck has 4 mana removal, if you know what I mean. It has protection for everything but 4, so that's the only thing. Alright, land destruction. Oh, man. This. Yeah, so like whatever I need to stop this thing is going to need to be 4 mana. Maybe I could have erased it actually. So it would have been at 9. I think Magus could have gone a long way in. Alright, post-league wrap-up, man. It sucks losing to that stupid 6-1 card, but Invasion of Mercadia wasn't bad. Question though, is it better than there's 2 other cards that this could be compared to. One card is I don't even know where it is. It's Cleansing Wildfire, wherever that thing is. Here it is. Cleansing Wildfire might just be better. I mean, because at the end of the day, it's still draw a card. Although this card gives us the ability to dig 1 card deeper, gives us some more filtering ability. But you know, Cleansing Wildfire, as we saw in a lot of spots, Field of Ruin was kind of depleting their mana. Cleansing Wildfire just turns into destroy land, draw a card at that point. Plus, it's better against yeah, whatever. It's better against Urza Saga on turn 2 and stuff. So that card is, and as much as I like Invasion of Mercadia, I think Cleansing Wildfire is kind of comparing favorably. I did flip this a few times, but I think it always ate. It was only against Control, if I remember correctly, and it always ate a what do you call it? It always ate a Supreme Verdict. I think it flipped against the Land Destruction deck, but then they played whatever that card is, Prismatic Ending. So. Yeah, I don't know. There's another card actually I was also thinking about, Volcanic Spite. It's very similar to another card, but it only hit the other card I think was Fire Prophecy. It only hit creatures. The thing I don't like about this though is just that could just main deck a Braid. I get more flexibility. I don't get the ability to draw a card, but the ability to hit a creature, planeswalker, or battle. It's just I just really want to play all the rest of these cards. So like I would ideally play that together with Invasion of Mercadia so I could hit my own battle, but I don't know. I mean, this looks like a good card. I don't know when, if ever, I'm going to get around to playing it, but it's I did pick these up because this looked like a pretty decent card that could have a place in an Obosh type archetype. But here's the other thing, actually, Scrapwork Mud. I've actually already been playing around with this card a little bit. I'm actually kind of thinking this card, believe it or not, compares favorably to Invasion of Mercadia. I actually played this card first before Invasion of Mercadia, and that got me to think of what if Invasion of Mercadia's looting ability is pretty good. So yeah, like not gonna lie, I think Scrapwork Mutt compares surprisingly favorably to Mercadia. Mercadia can be pitched to Fury, so it does have that. But other than that, Scrapwork Mutt it works better with Fable and Seasoned Pyromancer because you can just freely ditch it, and then it's just free value out of the graveyard. If you ditched like Mercadia, it doesn't have any value sitting in your graveyard. Scrapwork Muck does. Scrapwork Mutt also gives you some proactivity. You can start chipping in for damage. It's also colorless, which actually is surprisingly valuable. You can block pro-red creatures. You can attack into pro-red creatures. You do still have limited looting ability. Yeah, I think I'm actually kind of thinking Scrapwork Mutt might be better overall, but. Mercadia is not bad. I mean, this Flamerite creature has does have the ability to really close out games. It's yeah, just the only thing though is just that it doesn't flip most of the time, which is not necessarily a huge problem because I like the way a lot of the battles they still do have pretty good utility even when they don't flip. It's just that I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say really. This is better than it looked. I feel like it's funny because if I didn't discover Scrapwork Mutt as a surprisingly serviceable card for these you know, non-Obosh you know, red decks, which are very similar to Obosh Red, you're just lacking Obosh. But Scrapwork Mutt, you know, surprisingly, yeah. Scrapwork, you know, playing Scrapwork Mutt also gives us the ability to play Stonebrain again, which you could play anyway, but I just feel like having some extra colorless creatures makes it so that we don't necessarily have to reach for Pyrite Spellbomb. Anyway, hope you all liked this, and I would like give me a second here. I would like to give a quick shout out to my patrons. Yeah, thanks everybody who is supporting me. Thank you, Kevin Rubach, Roland Shonen Man, S. Robertson, Sophus Garup, Erwin Lopez, Stanley Franks, Kyle Walters, Mark, Z. Cole Smith, Michael McPherson, Lucas Schrank, Andrew Watts, Michael Patton. You guys have been with me for a while. I really appreciate that. Yeah, it's yeah, I lost a lot of patrons, I know, because I went through a period of a big inactivity, several of them actually. But you know, this is ultimately still basically a hobby, and I'm really honored that I can get the support I can, even though I'm not able to really take this much further, like I was wondering at one point if it could be a possibility. But it is what it is, and you know, definitely I will keep making these videos as long as people still are interested in seeing them. At least that's my intention. I still have enough time, thankfully, to devote some time to this. There could come a time where that's not the case, but I'm certainly hoping that I can continue to make this content as long as I can. So I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all liked to see battles in the new archetype. I mean, in the Obosh archetype, even if it's without Obosh. Take care, everybody, and yeah, have a good one. And don't forget to like and subscribe too, please. Hit that like button, please. If you've already watched this far, it's the you know it's a little tiny thing you could do that would really help me. I should always remember to say this earlier, but you know, because I obviously didn't get the attention of anybody watching earlier. But definitely, if you've made it this far, I'd like to think that hopefully 100% of the people who made it this far can hit that like button. I have to imagine you liked it. Either that or you were a glutton for punishment if you went all the way to here, unless you just skipped to the end, which is fine too. If you skip to the end too, can you just do me a favor and hit the like button? Anyway, and you know, consider subscribing too. I try to do weekly content at least, and yeah, yeah. Hope you all enjoy. If you like seeing these mono red decks, it's my bread and butter. All right, take care, everybody.